I had surrounded myself with very good people, and it's those people, I think, that deserve most of the credit. It was something that worked out. There were very motivated people that I worked with in the city of Coquitlam. Maurice Beauvert with PFO and Scott Ducharme. These people were behind us every step of the way. The creation of the society, you're right, was not an easy job. It took months and months of planning and documentation, organization, as you mentioned, with bylaws and registration in Victoria, but it all worked out, and I thought it was a very kind of important change in our group from a stream keepers group to forming a society at that time. I think it led to more recognition, benefits in terms of funding applications, recognition within the community. We were not just motivated in terms of salmon enhancement. Back in that time period when I first started, we were doing, our focal point was mostly coho salmon and sometimes chum. The chum levels increased. We were able to restore the chum levels. In order to begin really get involved with the coho program, there was a lot of work that had to be done. We actually had to prove biologically that coho salmon used to exist in this creek because the numbers were so low at that time. And I can't remember some of the people's names and volunteers that we had in our group. And Suzanne, who was our high school teacher, who moved back to New Brunswick, they took it upon themselves to really get involved with the archives and City of Coquitlam to gather up photographs to prove there were coho that existed in these creeks. Because I'll tell you, the numbers were so low back in those days. And now it is just so humbling to see the salmon return in the fall, but especially the coho salmon. So I think we are making a difference, but the difference is made in the community with the people, and appreciating the environment and wanting to protect the environment. And this is something we try to educate to the public. Our program, as I mentioned, wasn't just involved with salmon enhancement, it was involved with education of the public about the sensitivity of these green belts and these ecosystems that we have. They all interconnect with each other. So if damage is done around a creek, it reflects on the animals in the water, including the fish. So that was our objective, and we were very motivated, and it really appears that the group has taken these messages to the community and brought together something that is, I think, really effective in terms of the salmon enhancement program. The Hoy Watershed Society now is very involved in and very dedicated to.
Thanks.